Hello everyone, welcome back to Ins Electronics. So I hope you guys remember this Bluetooth speaker. I recently found this from the scrap, but I know it's very difficult to digest the fact that I got such a pristine condition speaker from the scrap. This is very new, it's just 2022, only 2 years old, and it is still looking brand new. There is not even a speck of dust in here, but people are now throwing away a lot of stuff just because of some simple problems, like in this case a broken charger port right there. That is the only issue with this device, except that the whole thing works just fine. But the charging point is a simple fix that we can do, that anyone can do. Like you give it to your nearby mobile shop and they will do it for you. But I don't understand why people are throwing away these kind of things. No matter how expensive or how cheap they are, people are simply throwing away stuff just when they are not working right. But anyway, that is not our topic. I digress. So today's topic, as I have mentioned in the title, is like why you should avoid getting these type of cheap speakers. I'm not mentioning this particular brand right here, but if you look closely, or if you are searching for for a cheap Bluetooth speaker, you can find exactly similar speakers like this one in this form factor. Sometimes square, sometimes this exact shape and size, a lot in the local market and in the websites itself. And online you can find it from as low as 250 rupees and it can go as high as 600 rupees. Local prices may vary, but overall look wise they all looks the same. Sometimes it is square, sometimes it is this shape. And then if you are a person who is looking for an average budget type Bluetooth speaker and you end up seeing this thing priced for 250 rupees in one place, this exact same thing being listed as 500 rupees in the other website or other shop, which one do you buy? Because when you're looking at it, you're looking at the same thing, you are not seeing what is inside. Exterior wise both are same, but one is priced at 250 rupees, the other one is like 500, let's say. So when looks wise both are the same, normally people will think that okay, they are just the same thing. One seller is making more money out of it by selling it in a higher price, but that is not the case as always, like you can see in this example. Because if something is priced at a fairly low price, that means some compromise has to be made to bring that price low. And there are some things that people do, especially when they're made in China. Let me open this one to get the price down. I'm a person who repairs Bluetooth speakers a lot, and I don't record all of them because most of the time the issues are same. So from my experience, I know that when these speakers are cheap, there are certain things that are going to be missing in that speaker. For example, sometimes in this kind of speaker itself, I have seen just one speaker in place. They advertise this thing as a stereo speaker, and sometimes it is not. And in this case, even though this has two speakers in here, it literally has two speakers, one here, but they have connected it in parallel. You can see here, you can see that wires, two red and two white wires are here. That means they have connected the speakers in parallel. If I can focus on that, see, two red and two white, they are the positive and negative for the two speakers. And the amplifier they are using in here is LTK5128D. LTK5128D, that's the amplifier they are using. That amplifier is capable of driving up to 5 watts. This is a 5 watt unit. This is capable of driving 5 watt at 4 ohms load. 3 ohms load. But here they have connected two 4 ohm speakers in parallel to make it 2 ohms, which is not rated for this amplifier IC as well. So they are overloading the IC and they are not getting that full 5 watts in here. The worst part is that they will say that this is a stereo speaker, but in fact in reality this is just a mono speaker. So that is the first way of cheating you, because they said it was stereo, but in fact internally this is just mono. The prices are down. Okay, second thing, literally there is going to be only one speaker in here. The other one, even though something is here, that is going to be a dummy item. Sometimes I have seen worse. Sometimes I have seen two wires going inside, but two wires are connected to the same speakers. Because when you open this, you can see like two pair of wires, like literally 4 wires will be coming out, and you will think okay, there are two speakers inside. No, both the wires are connected to just one speaker, like in this case here. And that is the second case. Okay, so one speaker could be dummy, one speaker is real, so they are giving you a mono speaker for the lower price. And the second thing, here itself you can see the board itself, they have made a lot of compromises. They have used a mono amplifier IC here with the stereo speakers. They could have easily cut down one speaker and get away with just 5-watt single speaker here, but instead they went for 2 speakers and went to cheap out on this PCB. This amplifier IC is capable of driving 5 watts, but they have used mono amplifier, not stereo. Again, you paid that much money for getting mono audio. Second thing, just have a look at this charging side. You can see there is only one diode there, right? There is no extra circuitry or no PCB or something to protect the lithium battery inside. It's just one diode that's doing all the charging business. That is not good for a lithium ion battery, because there is no charge protection anything in this board, and you are probably going to overcharge the battery, which is the worst thing that you can do for your battery. So like I said, if you are getting something for cheap, there is obviously going to be some things that are missing inside. Like in this case, they have used mono amplifier for 2 speakers. There is not even a charging circuitry here. They're just putting a diode. So wherever compromise is possible, they are doing that. And most probably the battery inside is going to be at an absolute worst capacity, because they want to get the price down so that they can push this at a very low price. So that are the things that normally I found inside these Bluetooth speakers that are cheap, and this is how they are making it cheap, by removing things from these speakers. Alright, so next time if you're going to buy a cheap speaker, just pay some extra and get the higher quality ones. It literally is like what you're paying is what you're getting it. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. If the video is interesting, just subscribe to the channel for more contents like this. Thank you.